So today, guys, we're going to talk about the new Todd Phillips film, Joker. So Joker is a comic book tale, or a comic book story, if that's what you really want to call it, because actually this just feels like a real life story that's kind of have comic book implications somewhat, because this is a very, very realistic, dark, claustrophobic, gritty, swamp rat filled movie, okay? So it features, well, before I even get into the actors and the actresses, we're going to talk about something that I hold very dear to my heart, the cinematography. So the person responsible for the cinematography on this film is Lawrence Sher, and he has over 42 film credits, and I have to tell you, this is perhaps one of the most beautiful films that I have ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a biased Joker fan, or, yeah. Anyway, beautiful colors, very vibrant, makes you feel the real tone of Gotham. Out of all the Gothams that existed before, to me this feels the most real. It feels like it's a decaying city that's full of corrupt officials, the 1% who's just taking over, and then you have the downtrodden, and you have the poor, and the cinematographer captures this well with his skill. I mean, let's look at the credits that he has to his name. Godzilla, King of Monsters. I haven't seen that movie, but I'm going to watch it and review it. All right, The Hangover 1, 2, and 3, and Garden State. Either way, this cinematographer is amazing. The film is pure art. It's beautiful. Now we're going to talk about the actors and the actresses, but let's talk about the guy who we all came here for, the one and only Joaquin Phoenix. This man, you know what? The better way I can put this is, you ever just knew that when you was going to try to buy a car or a bike or anything, you was like, you know what? That's the one. That's the one that's going to get it. That is the one that I'm going to choose. Well, in reference to Oscar nominations and wins, yeah, he's the one. This man killed this role. This man took a character that, when I first heard it was going to be a Joker independent story, I didn't really know how to take it, because we all know that Batman is tied with the Joker. But Todd Phillips, you genius, you did it. Joaquin, you killed it. He single-handedly made you feel for this person. He made you hate this person. He made you love him all at the same time. It's kind of like Walter White, Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? You first hear he got cancer, then he tries to do the right thing for his family, and then you're like, go Walter, go Walter. And then all of a sudden he does some, messed up stuff, and you kind of like, you kind of fucked that up. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I don't really like you, Walter. You're kind of evil. Well, that's pretty much the sum of this movie. And Joaquin, you nailed it. The laugh. Oh my God. Other than Mark Hamill, his laugh is right there with it. Mark Hamill is here, and Joaquin is right there. All right. He nailed it. He gave a human approach, a more realistic per se approach on why somebody could be driven crazy by constant ridicule and just a bad day. We also had Jazzy Beetz, who played his girlfriend, Sophie. She didn't have too much to do in this movie, but it's going to be a spoiler-free review. But just keep watching it, and you'll kind of see how the director and what he had in mind with presenting her. But she does a great job. You also had Arthur's mother, played by Frances Conroy. She's a pivotal part to this film also, in the fact that Arthur takes care of her. You know what I'm saying? She has a sickness, or she is going through something, and he's there for his mother. He makes sure he's there, and he's a loving son. But it's just something about that mom. You're always looking at her. You're saying, you know what? She's a little shady. She may be a little bit off, Yeah. Now we're going to go to Thomas Wayne, played by the actor Brent Cullen. Now, this version of Thomas Wayne is different than the Thomas Waynes that we've seen, in past times. He's kind of a dick. He's not really the upstanding individual that we saw in Batman Begins, directed by Christopher Nolan. He's more of a, hey, I think I'm better than you. If you didn't make it nowhere in your life, it's all because of you. It's not because of the systematic, whatever. We're not going to go there. But you get what I mean. He's a dick. And we even have Bruce in here. We have Alfred Pennyworth in here. We even have Bruce's mother, Martha. A little inside joke, if you know what I mean by the Martha part. Anyway, so, those are the actors and the actresses. But the one person that you should care about who carries this film from the beginning to the end is Joaquin Phoenix. Give this man an Oscar. He deserves it. He nailed it. All right, another part of a film that makes the film and gives you that certain feel about the film is the score. And this score is awesome. I can't remember another score that really catches with this. Interstellar, awesome score. Dunkirk, awesome score. And this is right up there with those two films, all right? So the score was composed by, all right, I think I'm gonna say this right, Hildur Guðnadóttir. Sounds like she's from Iceland, because Dartir, but anyway. She also scored Chernobyl, the series that's on television, which just won like the best show at the Emmys. Haven't checked it out, but I'm probably going to check it out now because the way that the score is presented within the film, it gives you a pacing of the film. It complements the cinematography and the phenomenal acting of that man, that guy, Joaquin. So let's talk about the story. I mean, the story basically centered around Arthur Fleck, played by Joaquin Phoenix. He's a guy that life has just took a big old dump on him. It's like from the beginning of the movie, you just see instance after instance after instance after instance. And you start to say to yourself, like, damn, like, I guess I kind of go crazy too if all this stuff happened to me. But yeah, it's Arthur Fleck, and it centers around what are the things in society that could drive a person to becoming, as we know, the clown prince of crime. All right? So that's pretty much the story. There are a couple of parts in this film that really had me thinking to myself, Todd, now you're a genius for that. Now, I'm not going to reveal it. I'll do that in my spoiler field review. But it's going to be a scene in there where you're going to say to yourself, like, I didn't see that shit coming. I mean, I never saw it. He got me. Because at first you will say to yourself, like, I don't know how this is really going to work with the film. But then when he brings it around, you're like, yep, I got where you were going with this. Magnifico genius, Todd Phillips. All right, so let's talk about the things that I liked about this film. First of all, you know the cinematography, beautiful. Story, immaculate, because we know story is king. You can have all the great cinematography, all the great score, but if your story sucks, your film gonna pretty much suck. Yeah, we know what movies those are. Anyway, yeah, so those are two things. The next thing, the acting. The acting is phenomenal. When I'm watching these actors and actresses perform, I really think that they really existed. There was a Penny Fleck and an Arthur Fleck that lived in Gotham. And Gotham even feels real. I mean, it's suffocating, dirty, yet grandioso and large scale at the same time. Very, it sucks you in. And also, by the way, since I'm going on a tangent, make sure that you watch this film in IMAX because it presents, to me, in my opinion, the greatest scope of a film. I mean, you can see the entire screen. It's a huge screen. It's wonderful. And the director, I mean, Todd Phillips. I mean, what can I say? Because he's responsible for the pacing and the directing of the film. And what is it with these directors that used to be comedy guys that come around and just kill it in the game, i.e. Jordan Peele? I mean, these comedy guys, I don't know what it is. Maybe if, I'm assuming because comedy is kind of hard to make people laugh. So if you can make people laugh and do it in a presentable way and actually have story, depth, character, so on and so forth, then when it comes to actually doing a drama that's filled with darkness, hatred, killing, whatever, you should be a G at it. So Todd Phillips, excellent job. Another thing I like about the film is I love that they gave it an R rating because I don't think that you could have pulled this movie off unless you had the graphic scenes that are in this film. And that's another little side note. This movie is very graphic. So if you have what we call if you can't take it, don't go watch it because it's not for the kiddies. Once again, I loved it also because it wasn't one of these prototypical comic book movies where it's full of explosions, it's full of, hey, let's get right to the point. Let's not give you a story. Let's just do some crazy things. Now, there are some comic book movies out there that actually gave you character, actually gave you depth, actually gave you story. Spider-Man 2, Dark Knight, Man of Steel. Those are three that I can just think about off the top of my head. But this film, to me, was a character-driven story with comic book implications. Because this guy could have been anybody, And that's the thing I like. Now let's get to the things that I disliked, all right? And it's not really that much. I think some of the things that I disliked, some of the characters, like, I don't know. The Sophie character played by Jazzy Beats, she's in here, but she's really not in here. She's there, but she's not there. You'll see without me revealing anything. And then, I don't know. It's an instance where Arthur goes to visit somebody, and I don't think that scene was necessary. I mean, it kind of was, but I think he got the meat of that information previously before. So, I don't know. Maybe they could have did a little better job with that. But other than that, man, this film is grandioso. This film is epic. This film, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. So, what will I rate this film?
Perfect.
Go watch The Joker. Get off your butts. Get to the cinema. Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix. Nothing else to say. Also, before I go, if they're going to put a Batman into this world, he's going to have to be a hard mother. He's going to have to be tough, because you can't have a punk, not hard Batman defending this Gotham, because this Gotham is savage. So that's all I got. This is my first review for Joker. I'm going to have a spoiler-filled review coming up after this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can, subscribe and click the notification icon at the bottom. This is your boy Ty Talks. Thank you. And once again, go watch Joker. I'm out.